it's Kelly Marie here with another lawn clippings video by Lawn Fawn. Today we are introducing our brand new set. Check this out. I absolutely love this set, and one of the biggest reasons I love it is because of this really cute library card. It's great for making cards, but it's also awesome for journaling on layouts and adding it to mini books. It's such a useful stamp, and I love the rest of this too. It's kind of got this sorry I'm overdue theme, and it goes along with our Dewey Decimal collection really well. So let's go ahead and stamp some of these images out and then make a cute card with them too. So I'm stamping out the library card image from this set. I just love this image. It is perfect for journaling on layouts, project life, mini album, and it's also really, really cute on cards too. It's really fun and kind of retro and just really adorable. One thing I love to do is stamp it again without inking it up. And this gives a really fun vintage kind of look to your stamp. Depending on what your look is for your project, if you want something really bold, you could go this way. If you wanted something more vintage, and you can see how it doesn't stamp perfectly everywhere once if you don't re-ink it, then you can have this kind of fun vintage look, which is really great also. I did this earlier in a brown, and you can see the difference here and how cute that is. Depending on what your project is, it can work really well that way. Then with this set, we have some really great sentiments. One of my favorites is the Sorry I'm Overdue, and that's because I tend to be embarrassingly late with my thank you and birthday cards, but if I'm going to be late, it might as well be adorable, right? So now I have my Sorry I'm Overdue, and then we have some really great sayings that go along with that. I love the idea of continuing it on to the inside of the card, so you could have Sorry I'm Overdue, and then wishing happy birthday to you could be on the inside of the card, which I think would be really nice. I've been trying to decorate the insides of my cards more, and this is kind of a fun way to do that. So there's that sentiment. Or you could have it all be on the front of the card, and we have a to thank you that goes along with the Sorry I'm Overdue. And that can actually fit right here, which looks really cute also. Right there on the, all on the one card. We also have some great images in this set. This is a really fun date stamp. It always makes me giggle because I love the thought of stamping a stamp. But date stamps are so trendy right now, and this one's just so fun and kind of retro looking, and it works really well with some of the sentiments that we have in the set, like the Sorry I'm Overdue that we've already stamped out. So there is that adorable date stamp. And then the great stamp that goes along with this too is Save the Date, the sentiment. I think this is really cute. It would be cute on the outside of envelopes, or if you're making save the dates for a party or something like that. I think this could just be adorable. We also have this great open book image. I love it. It goes along with the library theme. It looks awesome as backgrounds and as a fun kind of little cutout that you can put on your cards. I think it's absolutely adorable. And we also have a great stamp that goes along with this, and that is This Book Belongs To. I love this idea for not only your own books, that way when you lend them to someone you might actually get them back, but also for your kids' books too. So you can stamp this out on the inside of the book and just write your name, and it's going to be an adorable way to let people know to give your books back. So right there, and then you could just sign your name right underneath. This stamp actually also fits inside of the top of the library card, which looks really great too. We also have this check this out sentiment, which I love not only because you could put it on the front and then do the inside of the card idea again, where you could put happy birthday or thank you or whatever on the inside. It's also really a cute thing for layouts and project life and stuff, and this fits perfectly in the card too. So check this out, and then you could journal here about what the actual page is about, which I think is really cute too. This set also includes some numbers in it, and I'll show you here on the set. It's got 2 dots here so that you can spell out the dates. We have extra 1s and 2s to help out with the whole 2012 thing, and they line up. You can see they're on rectangular bases, and they line up just like our alphabet. So I'll show you here how it's perfectly lined up. All of the rectangles are touching, and I'm just going to go ahead and ink it up. And right here we've got our date, August 23rd, 2012, which is when all of these new things come out, so I thought it'd be a good date to put on. and you can see it fits perfectly inside the library card. So that's awesome, because if you were going to journal on this, now I could write here, we had a really busy day filling orders or something like that. So I think it's just a really cute way to add the date. Even just adding the date separately too would look adorable that way. These are the other numbers from the set. I just thought it would be nice to have them all stamped out so you could see them, and it kind of made a little word jumble there, number jumble I guess, but I thought it'd be just nice to see it. It's a really cute font, so it's great because you really can spell out any date that you might need. The last two things in this set are this little exclamation point. You guys know we love our exclamation points, and this way you can add it or not to your sentiment, so that's really great to have. And then we have a little heart, which is really sweet, and it's just great for adding to your projects. So, you know, just a little heart just like that looks really sweet, you know, with your book plate or anything like that. So now we're going to go ahead and build a really cute card using some of these images. So here I have some fun Dewey Decimal papers. I have this great brown polka dot and then this cute pink houndstooth that I just cut to be 1/4 of an inch smaller on each side, just to kind of have a pretty mat there for my project. And now I'm just going through some of the Dewey papers so I can pick out the perfect color paper to create a pocket. And I chose this really light turquoise little kind of tile paper to create a pocket. And I'm adding adhesive in a U shape just on 3 sides to actually create my pocket so that it's open at the top. And then I added some white stitching lines. It's hard to see on the video, but it looks really cute in person. It just adds a little bit of an extra touch to it. I decided I wanted to round my corners after I'd already adhered it, so I just kind of ripped it apart, rounded the corners, and then adhered it back together. You can, you know, I like doing that. It's like, well, oops, I made a mistake, but I was able to glue it back together, so it was fine. Here's my library card from the beginning that I'm fitting in my pocket that's going to go on the front of the card. And now I'm going to stamp my "Sorry, I'm overdue" sentiment. I'm stamping in green and then blue ink. I love the combo. It gets me a color really similar to that tile paper. It's fun to play with inks that way. I just love doing that, is finding little combos of inks to create new colors with. So now I'm going to go ahead and use some of our lawn trimmings twine. As you can see, I love this new one. This one's called Retro, our new twine, and it's really great. And this brown's really fantastic. It's nice, basic. And I'm going to go ahead and tie a bow, but I'm going to skip it because it takes me an embarrassing amount of time to tie a bow, but it finally happened there. One thing I love about the lawn trimmings is it's made out of hemp, so it kind of reacts to your finger really well. So you'll see I'm just going to kind of curl it a little bit, and it actually reacts to it, and you can get those really cute bow curly cues that way. I just added some foam adhesive to my little pocket so that I can adhere it down on my card. And now I'm cutting some banners out of some of the Dewey Decimal 6x6 papers. I'm just cutting them out so I can create kind of a fun little custom embellishment for my card. I love cutting images out this way. And just trimming off the rest of it. And adhering it down to my card. I'm just going to trim off the side. I wasn't sure how long I wanted it to be. And then I'm putting foam adhesive on the outside so that it's the same height as the pocket. And then some blue dots in the middle, just so it doesn't come off when I send it in the mail. I wanted to make sure it just really kind of adhered down to the card. And this fun banner adds just some color to the card and kind of makes it just even happier and cuter. And then I'm going to go through and just kind of roll up the edges of the banners with my fingers. I think it just looks cute, like the banners waving in the wind or something. So I just think that's a really adorable look. And now I'm going to decorate the inside of the card. I'm going to stamp the date stamp, and then I'm going to stamp the "To Thank You" next to that, so that you know, it kind of extends the greeting from the front of the card. And I'm doing my blue and green ink again, so it matches the front. I have my "To Thank You" there. And then I'm using the dot in the set that's normally for the numbers as my ellipsis there, just so that we know it's continued on from the front of the card. So that is check this out. Such a fun set. Here are some of the things that you can do with it. It has this great library card in there. We have these really fun numbers here where we have extra 1s and 2s to help you do the 2012, 2013, etc. dates coming up that are really fun because they fit right in the library card. And then we have these great sentiments that also fit, like check this out and sorry I'm overdue. And then we have things like to thank you and wishing happy birthday to you, so that you can make those overdue cards in a really cute way when you're running a little behind, like I know I usually am. We have these fun images like our date stamp, which works great for the sorry I'm overdue and the save the date idea. And then this fun book, which is just awesome for backgrounds and things and for creating stuff with the library card, which is awesome for journaling on too. Here I stamped it with black ink, and then I stamped it again without re-inking, and you can see some parts didn't stamp and it's much lighter, and it gives kind of a fun vintagey look to it. I did that here also with the brown, versus this is stamped the first time and this the second time, and I think it looks really great. Kind of gives a little more of that vintage feel to it. We also have this great This Book Belongs To. I love the idea of having this book stamped with this underneath, and then you can write your name on your books that you lend out or your children's names on their books. So many fun ideas. We have an extra exclamation point and some fun hearts too that are great for adding into these cards. And here's a simple little card that I made using this with a pocket and a fun sorry I'm overdue card, and then on the inside is where I stamped the to thank you with a little date stamp there, and then you could write your message in, which is really sweet. I used some of the new retro lawn trimmings and the new Dewey Decimal papers, which looks so cute with this set. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye!